What up, guys? This is Ali Salaam for CIRC7E Media. This is our launch video, our first video ever. We're super excited. I got Yashar in the back producing, me, Ali Salaam, and this is CIRC7E Media. This show right here is our first show, and it's it's So LA, which is the soul of LA. We'll be giving you all the news, all the gossip, all the slander, the controversy, the politics, and the crime of Los Angeles. Districts 37, 41, and 43, if you know your congressman. All right. So this video here, it's only right that I give and I donate this first video to the de facto mayor of Los Angeles, the king of Black LA. That is, Sir, the Honorable, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Full disclosure, I have a lot of history with the brother and his family, so I just throw that out there. But honors to all those who are out there. Now, this video is Nipsey being the Jesus archetype. I know that sounds kind of weird, and it's like, wait, I'm not saying Nipsey Hussle is the Prophet Yashua. I'm not saying that at all. But there are certain archetypes that happen throughout history that he fulfills. Okay, what is an archetype? So we have a baby mama archetype. We know what that is. Loud, sassy, don't get along, da-da-da. That's an archetype, right? We have a bully archetype, you know, the big kid at school who's insecure, who, you know what I mean? It's an archetype, right? So we also have an archetype that is ingrained inside of us for millennia. That is the Jesus Christ archetype. Nipsey died. The world stopped. A gang member, yet a poet, yet a scribe, yet a griot, was violently assassinated. Even the most masculine men in hip hop, from the Meek Mills to the My Sons and the Jay-Z's, cried in front of the world on their cameras for social media to see. You see, when that happened, hip hop stopped. And the mainstream media, they took notice. His funeral service was watched by all. It was on ABC. I even saw Minister Louis Farrakhan there. It shook the world. You know, like I saw CNN anchors talking about, yeah, this kind of felt like when Tupac died. But what in the hell is going on? What was that? You see, what are we witnessing? That wasn't just another rapper dead story. Especially because Nipsey was a quote unquote mixtape artist who probably sold not even 150,000 CDs at the time of his passing. His funeral was witnessed by all four corners of the earth. There was people in Africa, Europe, and Asia, and of course here in the Americas witnessing his funeral. I mean, look at that picture right there. Look at that picture. See, this isn't normal. Like I said, this is not another rapper dead story. You see, metaphysically, esoterically, and spiritually, this was an anomaly. His impact was generational. But why? You see, ingrained in our collective consciousness, there are several archetypes. And Nipsey fit one of our most prolific and universal archetypes to the T. I present to you Nipsey, the Jesus archetype. All right. First and foremost, I got to give you guys some historical context. Well, let me be clear. He is not Jesus. I'm not saying that. Okay, so get that out. Or Yashua, as we would say. Nipsey Hussle was a Cushite. He called himself Eritrean. But Eritrea is a small little area that encompassed what was Ethiopia, as what we call Abyssinia, or the Garden of Eden, the Cushites, right? What happened with Eritrea is the Europeans were trying to colonize the whole world, right? But they could not penetrate Ethiopia. Thanks to Ali Salaam, they could not penetrate it. So when the Italians came, they came and tried to bring guns and pistols, and Ethiopians backed them up, and they could not conquer Ethiopia. But the piece of Africa or Ethiopia they did conquer was just small Eritrea, and that's where Nipsey is from. But so make no mistake, there's no difference between Eritreans, and Ethiopians. Think of this. His father and him came from the east. Obviously came to the west, but they came from the east. Nipsey Hussle was also born in the city of angels. So here we have an angel-born Cushite from the east. You see, he was born in the slums of rolling 60s hood, South Central LA. And if you know anything about Prophet Yashua, he was born in Nazareth. Nazareth was the hood. A lot of people say ain't nothing good come from Nazareth. This is the downtrodden, the often rejected. These are the forgotten gems. Now, Nipsey also passed at the tender age of 33. Now, that also has correlations to the Prophet Yashua. If you know anything about masonry, that 32nd and 33rd degree are major degree marks, because 33 is like absolute perfection. It's the closest you're going to get to 100. Now, Nipsey Hussle's demise was by a Judas character. I don't want to say the brother's name because he's not even, I don't want him to be like synonymous with our brother King Nipsey. But what he was backstabbed by a Judas figure and taken out of this world by an ungrateful soul, but more so killed by a person born in the same tribe that he came to uplift. You see, his life work was to uplift fallen humanity, and he did his job. You see, this work at the time that he came out, just like Prophet Yashua, was despised by the rulers of the day. I have reason to believe that LAPD has their hands full, or has their hands bloody, when it comes to our brother's Nipsey's assassination. And I said assassination. You see, similar to the Prophet Yashua, his life was magnificent. It was grand, right? People was inspired. But it's been 2,000 years and we're still inspired by the life of Yashua. Same thing with Nipsey. After he passed, his star appeal began to become even bigger and more transcendent. His story captured the entire world. You see, Nip showed his people, like when he wanted to be a rapper, he showed his people his soul, his art, and the people accepted it, his art. Then the people showed him love, which turned into fame, money, and resources. But what's great is Nipsey then returned that same love and action, and he shared his wealth amongst the people. So upon his demise, the people, us, made sure to give him plenty of love, light, as he transitioned into the hereafter. So as you notice, LeBron here, it just shows you the magnitude of how the world stopped. I mean, LeBron, to this day, I still see him rocking Crenshaw paraphernalia. Nipsey captured the attention of the city, the country, and the world. His name, fame, and story spread to all four corners of the earth in his post-humanist life. The who's who of Black America stopped their busy lives at his funeral. I even seen Minister Farrakhan on KABC 7 primetime. Black Sam used a gangster for that. Shout out to you for that. His burial was like a third world country. Look at this. What is that? It's like, is that like Cambodia? Is that Nazareth 2,000 years ago? Ooh, that's Crenshaw last year. Amazing. See, his burial was like a king, a procession. It was nothing short of amazing. Kind of like a deity from biblical times. So on my way out, I just want to say thank you to Nipsey Hussle for giving me opportunities and for business, multiple opportunities. And, you know, I just want to, wherever you out there, brother, I just want to give you some more shout out and just, you know, say thank you to him, his family, and his brothers and everything. So with that being said, the similarities is kind of similar, right? It's like, what else explains that phenomenon that was a Nipsey Hussle death? Because I remember, okay, so he got shot. And then from that point on, America grabbed him. Like in the next 2 weeks, America went ape shit, you know? So with that being said, I'm Ali Salaam. Oh, let me just read this one part. The holy unity from the Circle 7 of rich and poor. The man whom Allah given riches and blessed a mind to employ them right is particularly favored and highly distinguished. He look on his wealth with pleasure because it affordeth him the means to do good. He protecteth the poor that are injured. He suffered not the mighty to oppress the weak. He seeketh out objects of compassion. He inquireth into their wants and relieveth them without judgment and without ostination. He assists and rewardeth merit. He encourages ingenuity and liberally promote every useful design. He carry his own great works. Let's see. Okay. He carried his own great works. His country is enriched. The labor is employed, and he formeth new schemes, and the arts receive their improvement. He considers the superfluities of his table as belonging to the poor of his neighborhood, and he defraudeth them not. Peace, Nipsey Hussle.